What is up, guys? Bringing you guys another video on the second channel. As you guys do know by the title and probably by the thumbnail, this is going to be going over the patch notes for Splatoon 2 that are actually going to be released tonight at 10 o'clock my time. I mean, I guess Central Time, so in like an hour and 10 minutes for me. I'm not quite sure. It's different for everywhere else, but whatever. If you guys are hyped for this video and you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, I also will be having a video here up in the next, within the next week about if the new, the Luna Blaster Neo, a video about that, is that viable? Just because I got released, I'm going to be starting a new series going over all the new released weapons when we do get those. And I think we should be getting a new weapon this Friday as well, which will be kind of cool. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be, but just want to go over all these just because there's a lot of stuff to go over. I want to really tell you guys my opinions on these. And let me know what you guys do think of these in the comment section down below as well. That would be great. I'm also using my different video recorder just because I know this video ain't going to be going over 15 minutes, and I know I need to upload this kind of quick. My other one, I have to, it takes a lot longer to upload, so that's why I'm using this one. I don't really have that much time to upload tonight, so if you guys didn't know, the patches or whatever the patch coming to the Splatoon 2, like I said, this is pretty much all the stuff. This is actually translated from Japanese by whoever. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, @BradNew as well. This is off my Twitter. I did retweet this earlier today, and I just posted in a few of the Discord groups that I am in. I'm in my clan group and a few others, like 4 other ones. Pretty much what we got: arrow spray, number of ink droplets from shots increased. Not really too big of one. I guess it probably is going to shoot more drops. That's not really too big of a deal. It would have been great without it as well. Inaccuracy of first shots decreased for the 52 gals. I'm not really a big user of the 52 gal decals. I haven't even bought them from the shop, just goes to show you how much I really give a shit about them. But I know there's a few people that I do know that actually use them quite frequently. I mean, props to you guys. You guys got inaccuracy for the first few shots decreased. They'll probably land most of the time now, so it takes a bit of that RNG away. Jet squelchers, inaccuracy of shots while jumping decreased by 20%, so more accurate by jumping. Kind of cool, definitely. Flash blaster, which I do use once in a while. Time between shots decreased by 2/60ths of a second, so pretty much by 2 frames. I mean, not that big of a difference. I mean, maybe you can tell the difference, but I don't know. It's already the fastest, I think, the fastest rate blaster in the game. I think what would make the Flash Blaster even better is it got more range. It has the shittiest range out of all the blasters, so that's kind of what really holds it back. Otherwise, it's insanely good. And partly the range is why the reason I just switched over to the regular blaster. Which I'm kind of maining right now from Turf War, pretty much. L3s, the L3 Nozzler and the H3 Nozzler got a huge buff with this patch, which is great to see because I like those weapons. They're very, very good weapons, even without this buff. Bullet speed increased by 25% without change in range, so you get even faster bullet speed. So the 3 shots you get out of the L3 Nozzler going to be even quicker, which is great, so a lot more accurate. Opponents can't really see him as good now, so still takes 4 of them to get a kill, but still. Very, very good weapon. Very, very underrated. It takes a lot of skill to use it, but once you get decent at it, it's very, very good. Jump shot for the H3 Nozzler, which I think is the one with the most range. Jump shots are no longer inaccurate. The ground where the shots land is inked more, so 100% chance to hit shots when you're jumping with the H3 Nozzler, which is the one I think with the most range. So that's kind of cool. Huge buff there. Carbon roller, distance where the horizontal fling does not max damage, decreased by 35%. I mean, not that big of a buff. I have never used a roller, apart from goofing off with in private battles. I have never used a roller competitively or even in Turf War. E-liter, probably the best buff in my opinion. Speed or shot speed increased by 50% without change in range, which is very sad. Please, guys, with this next patch, I think we're gonna have next patch in the end of March again. With this next patch, please give the E-liters for Elite 4Ks 100%, 110% range, please. I mean, the shot speed is great. I'm not quite sure if it's charge speed. I would assume it's charge speed, but I'm assuming I assumed it was charge speed earlier, but I think it's actually shot speed. So that's how far the the ink travels from the gun. It's 50% faster now, which, I mean, it's more accurate, I guess. If I have to try that out later, definitely here in the next few hours when the patch does go live. Definitely gonna be something I'm trying out. Mini splatling time until the ink recovery starts. I have shooting decreased by 10 frames, so you get more ink recovery with the mini splatling. Never really used spatlings, honestly. Not really my type of weapon, but I guess people have main those, then good for them. I mean, if they would make a spatling where you can like hide under the ink and still hold a charge, like a full spatling charge, that would be something I maybe would like to try out. But if you wanted the ink and go into squid form, you'd have to restart your charge all over again, which is very annoying. That's the thing that really kind of threw me off with those. The Hydra, duration of shooting increased by 25%. Not really too much to say there. I don't use those too much. Deck dually squelchers, inaccuracy of shots when having 2 reticles. Decreased by 20%, so a little bit more accuracy there. Very cool. Undercover umbrella, area inked increased. I mean, it's a really good, pretty good painting weapon. It has shitty damage, but it's relatively decent for painting. We also have a sub weapon, which is kind of cool, just because I use the Elite 4K custom with the beacons as well. So a little bit more of a buff for the possible leader. Enemies that are nearby a beacon will be shown on the map, so that's kind of cool. We have a few more things here as well. We have a few specials. 10 missiles can now be in squid form when in launch standby mode. So instead of being forced to stand there and being vulnerable, you can actually go and move while you're in your special standby mode before shooting missiles. Gonna miss this a lot though, just because you can always catch like splat dualies and all these other dualies with the anything pretty much with 10 missiles, and they're locked in and they can't do nothing with 10 missiles up, and they're looking for someone to lock in on. You can snipe them right there because they can't do nothing. I'm gonna miss sniping those. I really am. Just because they're such an easy kill. Inkjet move response agility improved. Same with Baller. I mean, it moves a little bit quicker. I think it turns a little bit more. I think this one's gonna be pretty much not really too big of a deal there. Points needed for specials. Custom Splattershot Junior went down. Who uses the Custom Splattershot Junior unless you're a rookie? Honestly, nobody gives a shit about that. 96 cal ink armor. I mean, down to 190. That's not a big deal. Dynamo Tesla ink armor. I think that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's a roller, or whatever that is. Down to 190. Splat roller. I mean, I think the main reason why they threw that up to 180 is because of the buff and damage from the last patch. Slosher Decal. Baller. 190 to 200. Not really that big of a deal. Maybe you see a little bit decrease in sloshers, but it's still a great weapon. And we got the last one here. Miscellaneous changes that I would like to go over real quick. Height and jump on enemy sponge decreased when an enemy went on an enemy sponge. So yeah, you're on a different color sponge. So I mean, that doesn't really matter whatsoever. Fixed an issue where you're able to dodge roll through umbrella shields. Why is that even in the game? 2 more Raidmaker glitches, whatever those are. Ink rails on Megomart adjusted. Gonna be interested how they adjusted those. It's because Megamart's a really good track, especially in like Raidmaker Tower Control, where you can just literally sit there and snipe people going through the ink rails, which is one of my favorite things to do. So hilarious. Especially when they get pissed off and literally like try hunting you down and they squid bag you. What else do we got? Top of the platform within the splat zones on Walleye Warehouse is part of a zone now. So they're adding a new part. I'm not quite sure what that really means. Schellendorf, there's really not much on top of Schellendorf to add, unless they add like a new part. There's only like 4 little areas on each side, 2 on each side, for places you can actually ink. Otherwise it's uninkable. So they're probably going to have to add something there if they're adding something on top. Issue where cracks occur when a team started the match with a disconnection has been fixed. I haven't had that really happen. Salmon Run, kind of cool. Got more named tiers past Professional. So Professional 100, 200, 300, and 400. Not quite sure if it's just going to say Professional and just go up on the scale, or if they're going to be like actual new tiers. What I'm assuming right now, just from this, it's going to be Professional, and it's just going to go higher up on the scale all the way up to 400. Pretty much. Instead of like 120, 130, whatever. Danger level max warning will display when stage difficulty is at its highest. Very cool to have. Don't know why they never had that. The issue were splat bombs and the flatfish launch pad. Yeah, that's not really go over because should have been fixed a long time ago. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all we have for the new patch notes. It's going to be very, very interesting. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to. This patch is go live in exactly 1 hour now from where I am. Still, I'm going to be testing out, especially the leader 4K. See if that actually makes a difference. These shot speed buff by 50% or whatever. But yeah, a lot of different stuff. The L3 Nozzler, I think, is going to be getting a huge buff and a lot more playability. Stuff like that. If you guys did enjoy this video, drop a like, subscribe, that'd be awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.